I understand being patient with the Miami Heat, but with how the offseason is going on so far, I can understand why a lot of Heat fans would feel a little bit uneasy about us literally not making a single move. The only thing that's happened so far is us re-signing Caleb, Victor, and letting PJ walk. We've let a lot of quality pieces so far like Jerian Grant and Christian Wood get picked up for absolutely nothing. We've had players like DeJounte Murray that really didn't go for crazy a lot. It would be extreme help for this team go elsewhere, and we've understood that we're going for a big fish, and Donovan Mitchell and Kevin Durant are on our radar, and those are the players that we'd really want to win over. But we've had to understand that sometimes our package really probably isn't the best, and we have to rely on Pat Riley's magic and other teams just not willing to give up certain things for these players. But we may be getting to a place where things probably be looking up a little bit, so let's talk about it. Before I get started, hi, I'm Afabi. I make basketball videos here on YouTube, and we've been picking up some traction lately, and to be honest, I've gotten my biggest push from Heat fans immediately since I'm a big Miami Heat fan myself, so I love the support I've always gotten from you guys, and I'd love to have you guys back here. So if you like basketball content, you especially like the Heat, because I'm definitely covering them a lot next season, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here. While I completely understand being a little bit impatient with how free agency is going so far, since we've basically done nothing and other teams have gotten a lot better in different places, I understand the Miami Heat need to work this in a way that they get significantly better, because with the pieces that we're on and us being virtually in a win now mode, giving up the assets we have without getting significantly better would be a complete waste. And right now, without trading for either Donovan Mitchell or Kevin Durant, would just be a huge mistake. But right now with the Brooklyn Nets asking for Bam Adebayo in trades, which is wild, or something like the New York Knicks are giving 7 picks away to get Donovan Mitchell, it seems like the Miami Heat are probably out of the loop in a lot of these situations. Right now with Donovan Mitchell, the New York Knicks are expected to give away Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish, and 7 first-round picks. I think somebody else is in the trade, I can't remember, but as of right now, that is not only a huge haul, and it seems like Danny Ainge is about to do it again and fleece an entire franchise. I also would like to think that the New York Knicks aren't that dumb and give away their entire future on hoping that a backcourt of Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson is the key to their future. But right now, that's a situation that I think may fall through, and if it does happen, I think we would be in a better position not to be involved in that trade with how many assets we probably would have to give away to get that specific player. And with the Phoenix Suns situation, with them basically playing cat and mouse with Indiana for DeAndre Ayton, they're virtually outside of the Kevin Durant sweepstakes if DeAndre Ayton somehow goes to Indiana and Indiana offers them money that Phoenix just simply does not want to agree to, since Brooklyn probably already denied their offer of Cam Johnson, DeAndre Ayton, and Mikal Bridges already. And then the other teams like Toronto that simply isn't willing to give away their entire future, or Scotty Barnes for maybe a 1-year rental of Kevin Durant, or the Golden State Warriors who just won a championship and probably aren't willing to blow up the core that did all of that by sending away Moses Moody, Kuminga, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, or some package of that nature to get Kevin Durant. So as of right now, I think KD may be staying in Brooklyn because I don't think our package is going to be the one they accept. But with that being said, I don't think we're out of the loop as of right now. Right now, going into the next season, I fully expect Tyler to take a next jump into being at least an all-star, maybe even win that starting position in training camp. I fully expect Bam to become a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, and I don't think this team will be very far out of what they were last year, but maybe drop to a 3rd to 4th seed with the current roster we have and with how much the East have gotten better. But with all that being said, trade deadline and halfway through the season still there. Tyler's able to take a jump, and certain players are still available, and KD's virtually shown that he really doesn't want to be in Brooklyn. That trade probably happens for a lot less than what Brooklyn wants, are expecting right now, if it gets a little bit more uneasy. And again, there's certain players in other places right now. Even though Bradley Beal just signed that gigantic contract, we have to understand that at some point Washington's just gonna have to understand that they're not winning anything with him, and that may be the situation where he does get pulled out. So as of right now, I think the best case scenario is us being completely patient and just letting things ride the course. And as of right now, the team's getting restructured a little bit. Kyle Lowry seems to be in insane shape, something that we'd hope for next season, and hopefully we have him in the lineup a little bit more. Jimmy's getting full rest. Bam and Tyler are supposed to come back a lot better than they were next year. We were able to retain Caleb, and while we don't have a standard starting four. Nikola Jovic, Omer Yurtseven has shown flashes last season, and Jovic has shown some flash in the summer league. So our young core, and since we have one of the best development teams in the league, I think there is still some stuff to be happy about going to next season, and our realm of being outside of a championship contender isn't gone yet. So I know I made that video earlier, and I'm one of the guys that were kind of on the fence about what's going on right now and feeling very uneasy with how the moves are making. I think we have to accept the fact that, one, the prices going around, that Rudy Gobert trade completely destroyed the entire trade market and what players go for anymore, with him going for 5 and now them expecting 7 for Donovan Mitchell. And we simply don't want to give up that level of our future because we're not dumb. And as of right now, our team is not in the worst space to the point where we have to make some move as of right now to compete. We're still very good. We still can compete for a top seed in the East, and we still have the trade deadline to make moves to make this roster a little bit better. So overall, I understand the patience sticking through with what's going on right now. And at the end of the day, looking forward to what this team's able to get done next year, understand what some of the young guys are able to show, and then what we're able to do before the trade deadline. And if we don't make some move, at least we go into the playoffs and we see what the limit this core is, so that next season, or at least the end of next season, even though we probably waste another year of Jimmy's career, we understand completely what this core is about, what we are about with Bam, what we're about with Tyler, and where to move from there. Because as of right now, I think there's still some questions about those guys' future and the limit to their potential. And I think a full season this year probably answers a lot of those questions.